Monica, explain why these fires are moving so fast.
Well, it's the optimal time for fire growth. This is a look at our heat map where you can see, again, the thermal images showing that line of fire trying to move its way through the Tahoe Basin. You saw that live report from Brandon Ritterman as Highway 50 near Echo Summit was being highly impacted. This is the time that we see the greatest fire growth typically because of the late afternoon, highest temperatures, strongest upslope winds, and lowest humidities. Think about it. If you're holding a match straight up, that fire is going straight up. You hold it down when we see the downslope winds. It's very hard when you have the down canyon winds to really get that fire going. That is what will happen tonight. But unfortunately, right now, through at least sunset, we're going to have a tough firefight on our hands. Lots of smoke coming out of not only the Caldor fire, but the DIXIE fires. You can see big plumes coming out of both of those fires. This is what it looks like near the DIXIE fire for today. Saw growth on that fire as well on the southern end, the northern end. New evacuation orders coming in near Portola. You can see some of the smoke plumes right there, and the direction kind of giving you an indication of where our winds are coming from and moving to. So they're coming from the west and south and moving that smoke off to the east generally. Now we have a little bit of a southerly component to that wind, so it is giving it just a hint of a northward movement. But the biggest winds have generally been southwest, pushing that fire closer to Lake Tahoe. Not to mention these temperatures. It's still been a hot day, highs near 100, not only for the valley, but through parts of the foothills. We'll keep with that southwest wind as we look out to the Gilmore backyard here. Through this evening, temperatures will be falling for us locally. I've had some folks asking, well, the cooler temperatures should help firefighters. Not when it comes at the expense of increasing winds. And that's why we have this red flag warning in effect, not only for today and tomorrow, but now extended into Wednesday with gusty winds continuing and rapid fire growth, potentially explosive growth happening, especially for tomorrow. This is what the winds look like right now. Again, mostly out of the southwest coming in through that Caldor fire. Once we get into tomorrow afternoon, you can see how much more they sharpen, increase as it pushes that fire closer to Lake Tahoe, and then they'll back off a little bit on Wednesday, but still pretty gusty. That's the same situation that happens for the DIXIE fire. Pretty much the biggest winds that we're concerned about will be tomorrow afternoon, backing off a little bit on Wednesday, but still reaching that red flag criteria there. Highs will be in the 80s and 90s for the Tahoe Basin all the way through the foothills. 5-day forecast, it is going to remain hazy and no rain in our outlook. Highs in the 60s along the coast. We get into the 80s and right around the lower 90s for the valley. And again, that's showing the shift in our weather pattern coming our way, but the winds come with it. And that's what's going to give us that high fire danger through Wednesday.